Glen Perkins is here. Brian Dozier is here. Twins Caravan. How are you guys?
Good. How
Brian, I know you were here last year, so welcome back.
Thank you.
And then Glenn, of course, welcome for the first time.
Thank you.
Let's get your picks. Early picks, Super Bowl. Did you watch the games yesterday? Who do you like?
Got here early on my flight into Minnesota. I watched both games in my hotel room.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool to see Manning do his thing, and I got the Manning and the Broncos by 10.
Wow.
I got the Broncos too. Seattle's not as good away from home, so they're going to get over. They're going to be a long way from home.
Yeah, very long way.
I like the Broncos out there.
Number one offense versus number one defense. I like that matchup.
They say defense wins championships. We'll see.
There it is. We learned something off the air. We were talking about Instagram and Twitter and social media and this and that. And Glenn, you don't follow your teammates on Twitter.
No, you know what? I follow Hughes and Alaska right now, and once I meet them and get their phone numbers, then I'll unfollow them too. But right now, that's my mode of communication with them. So I'll meet them here this next weekend, and then they'll be promptly unfollowed too. But you know what? My theory is, if I know you, if I got your phone number, I probably don't need to follow you on Twitter. Save for my wife.
Who are you following?
Save for my wife, because
who are you following? I mean, you know everybody.
I don't follow very many. I really don't. I keep it down. I keep it to a minimum, and they rotate, they cycle. So,
well, last week, Dunsing and Presley were twittering each other. Where are you going to go? Where should we go eat? And why aren't you texting each other?
That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. I don't follow. I don't. If I can text you, I don't need to follow you. So, teammates, love you, but don't need to see what you have to say on Twitter. Spend enough time with you at the field.
But Brian, I can tell you're a little bit tweaked.
Well, I mean, I've been following Glenn since I had Twitter a few years ago. I mean, it's one of those things.
Just know that I won't be offended if you unfollow me.
Didn't you unfollow Span a couple of years ago when he cried or something?
Yeah. we reconciled this winter, and I now follow him again.
So he's following Span.
He's not a teammate.
Oh, I gotcha.
Probably some added incentive this year now that we have the All-Star game across the street. You want to be a part of that game. You want to make it 2 in a row, Glenn, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard not to think about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up there with winning the World Series. I think would be to be representing our team here, and all of that comes with it of growing up here and that. But it would be that'd be a dream come true. It's going to be awesome either way. Hopefully, I'll get to be a part of it.
I know you'll be part of Twins Fest coming up here as well soon this weekend, for crying out loud, after the Caravan, which you're on now. Your thoughts on the Dome going down this weekend? You have to have some thoughts about that. I mean,
I'm all right with it. I mean, that place is. I had some great memories. I mean, I played college there. I played, had some good memories playing with the Twins there. But there was just so many days. I just remember days where it's like 80 degrees. It's a Minnesota summer day, and there's nothing better than a Minnesota summer day. And you're driving in, and then you go inside and you disappear for the rest of the day. You're in a warehouse, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the new stadium for those guys, and it's just that was such a nasty place. I see that there's this button right here. There's this button that says dump, and that's exactly what the Dome was. So I'm all right with it. I'm all right with it.
You know what? Go ahead.
I was just going to ask if you were along the same lines. We're getting the wrap up because you guys got to hit the road, but I just want to get your thoughts on it.
No, I never had the chance to play in the Dome, but I've heard some stories, and I only had Twins Fest in there 2 or 3 years, so it's I can't attest to anything that Perkins went through or the heartaches and the dump that he had to go through. But no, it's blow it up.
And then just really quickly, kind of forecast the season. I know you mentioned the off-season acquisitions, Nolasco and Hughes. You got a new catcher perhaps in Suzuki that you'll be throwing to. Are you encouraged by some of these off-season acquisitions?
Yeah, I mean, I think we scored enough runs. We probably could have done. I mean, you could do everything a little better, but it wasn't our offense that was a problem last year. It was our starting pitching, and they went a long way. Terry went a long way to address that. So I think that's a great start. I mean, there's more optimism, I think, going into this season than we've had in a few years, and that's good. And not only is it just for 1 year, but we have those guys for multiple years, and then we got guys coming up behind them. So I think we're headed in the right direction.
Awesome. Glen Perkins, Brian Dozier, good luck with the season.
Thank you.
Can't wait for it to get going. And it's the 16th, just so you know for sure. Pitchers and catchers.
I'm going to be down there. I'm reporting
on
anyway? I'm reporting on the 1st. So
All right.
I'll just kind of show up, and when I see some cars in the parking lot, I'll pull in there.
Enjoy the Caravan, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's 96.3 K-Twin.